Hi, this is from Grandma's Kitchen. It's been a while, hasn't it? I just brought my towel. I had to pick it up. Okay, I made some rice, and it's jasmine rice. And I filled this up with rice to the top. And I put it in this pot. As you can see how perfect my rice looks. And it's steaming. Oh yeah. Well anyway, I used 1.5 cups of this in water. Hot water. And I poured it in there with the rice, and then I added a little spoon of butter to keep the rice separated. And a little salt and pepper, and then I put it on high. And then when it came to a boil, I put it on low. Okay, that's how you make your rice perfect. Like I said, jasmine rice is the key. Anyway, I'm fixing to cut up an onion. I already am smothering my chicken. I'm making chicken stew over rice. Look at this. That's my chicken. As you can see, I'm smothering it. It's in very little oil, not much at all. I barely covered the bottom. Put the lid on there. Let it steam on medium. Put my thing up. Now I'm going to cut up this onion. Gotta have onion for chicken stew. As you can see how I'm cutting the onion. Cutting the little ends off. That's how you do that. Okay. This is going to be yummy, y'all, I promise. If you try it, it's the easiest meal. You would think it would be hard, but it's not. I take the ends of my onions and I'm going to grow them. I'm going to make me some white onions. Grow me some white onions, excuse me. Okay, now, let me go throw away my little pieces of trash here, the outsides of the onion. A lot of people put them in mulch piles. I'm not putting mine in a mulch pile today. Just dumping it in the trash. Rinse my hands off and my knife. Okay, now, I'm going to cut this uniform size onions. Okay? With a different knife. Oh, you need your light on, of course. Use your fingernails like this to hold the onion. Let me show you how I'm holding it. Got my nails into it, see? That way it don't cut my fingers off. Put your nail into the onion, if you got nails. If not, you hold your hands like this and hold your onion. And then you slice on the sides of your hand like that, so you don't cut your fingers. Okay, now I'm going to cut them up in small pieces. Smothered chicken can have any size onion or a vegetable in it. You can add what you want. You can add potatoes in with it while it's boiling. Because I'm going to have it boiling in a minute. Because it's smothering right now. Now, before it boils though, I got half an onion I want to put on here. And I'm going to put a half in later towards the end. Let me get this off. Now my onions go in. You can use bell pepper, any kind of seasonings you want. If you wanted to make this chicken stew sweet, you could, but nobody wants sweet chicken stew. No sugar. Just salt and pepper and garlic powder. That's all I'm using in it. An onion. And I should have some bell pepper up there. Let me grab it out. I've got frozen bell pepper. And the reason being is because my my daughter-in-law gave it to me. I usually buy the kind that you chop up, you know, the fresh. But when you don't have fresh, you go to the next best thing. We got our onions on top of the chicken, smothering. Call it smothering. Okay, there we go. That's bell pepper. Now, as soon as it gets done, now this is a steamer. It's got the steamer thing on top, but I don't have the little steamer thing on top. Did you see it? It's got a little steamer thing that goes on top of here, but I don't have it. I lost it. So I'm using it anyway. It's a great pot. Steamers are great. Okay. Okay. Now let's taste our rice. Got to taste it. Oopsie. Or was that oopsie? My bad. Anyway. I'm trying it. Done. Shut it off. Or you can leave it on cool if you want. Washing my spoon off and my knife while I'm over here. I don't like having dirty dishes in my sink. Not that I don't leave dirty dishes in my sink sometimes. I'm sure we all have been guilty of that. Okay, and I still have a half an onion right here. I'll set the onion up here. I'm going to cut it up later. Yes, okay. Now, to finish off my stew, I'm going to put some, it's smothering right now. It's turned up a little bit. To finish it off, I'm going to add some water down in it with it, even with the chicken. Because we want it to have a gravy in it. So we're going to smother it down on a little water with the onion and the bell pepper. And I have salt and pepper to taste with the little garlic powder. So you're going to want your chicken to crisp up just a little bit on the sides before you add your water. Okay? In that little bit of oil with onions and bell pepper. And then you're going to see I'm going to make a gravy in a few minutes to go with it. First I'm going to add my water while it's smothering down. Turn it up high because I like to hear it go. Hot water. A cup and 3/4 right now, so 2 cups of water, I would say, to cover the chicken. Should be browned enough and stuck a little bit. I like it to stick a little bit to the bottom of the pan. Not burn, but to stick. Yeah, it's stuck. I'm going to show it to you. Yeah, I need 2 cups. Okay. It's about the only thing I measure around this house. I measure too many things. Okay, looking good in there. Yeah, gonna bring it to a boil. Lid on top. Oh, let me show you. This is the chicken. That's the smothered. And this, let me see if I can show it to you. I don't even know if I can show it. I don't know. There it is. I hope you see it, because I sure as hell can't see it. Okay. I hope you've seen it. But anyway, it's going to come to a boil. After I put this lid back on it. Okay. on there perfect. I know it does. There it goes. We don't want to leave it like that. Let me show you. We don't want to leave our pot where the handle is sticking out away from the stove. 'Cause anybody can go by there and knock it over by this handle. See? So, let's put it on the front burner. I don't like the way the back burner is just too small for this pot, I do believe. Just a little bit. And it will come to a boil because it's already trying to boil. Let me see how it looks. Yeah, it won't be long before it boils. When it boils, I'll add my flour or cornstarch. You can use cold or hot with flour, but you got to use cold with cornstarch. And use about a quarter of a cup of cornstarch. And then you mix it with cool water. And you're going to have a real creamy gravy once you stir it all up. You got to make sure there's no lumps. I like to use a fork to stir it up with, though, you know, so I don't get no lumps and all. And I'm from the Northeast Arkansas area in Oak Grove, Louisiana. Originally, I'm from Kansas, but I've been down in the southeast of Plaquemines Parish by Empire, Louisiana, where all the seafood originates by the Gulf. Down that way, baby. The end of Louisiana. We call it the tip of the boot. Anyway, that's where I learned how to cook a lot of my food from the South. And anyway, I moved up here to be near my granddaughter because I've been around her all her life since she was born. And her name's Gracie, and that's who I've been down here with all this time up here. Up here, not down. I'm not down the road anymore. We called it down the road. Now I'm up the road, way up the road. As far as you can get in Louisiana, to the northeast. Okay? There's just one more town or two going to Mississippi or Arkansas on the northeast corner. Okay? They call it the Arkansas. That's where I'm at. I'm in the Arkansas. Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi border. Got it. Anyway. I got a fly in here. I don't like flies. It can go away. Now we're going to put this on because we need a little bit of that running. Fan. Let's see. Okay, now I can add my gravy. It's trying to boil. Let me make my gravy. But I'm making my gravy with flour, not cornstarch. Reason being is it doesn't gel up like cornstarch gravy when it gets cooled down. Not that it's going to last that long, but it could. So I'm going to use this little bit of flour. That's what I've been saving it for gravy. Just enough for what I need, I believe. Just in the yeah. I like to use a fork, like I said, because it gets all the lumps out. About a quarter of a cup. That's about a quarter of a cup. Yeah. Okay. Now let me add some hot water. I'm going to fill the cup up with hot water. And it's going to make the prettiest gravy you ever wanted to see or taste. I promise you. See, it's boiling. That's why that steam's coming out. Oh yeah, roll and boil. Let me show you how I have it boiling. I hope you can see it. Put the hot pad holder on. Okay. See it? How it's boiling? Yeah. And then I'm going to add my gravy to it. Okay? You're learning how to make chicken stew. If you haven't seen it, run the tape back and you'll see it. Listen to every step I tell you, because that's the way you want it. That's the way I like it. Now look at that. Oh, there's a little more flour I'm going to stir up in there. And then you can change it too. You can add shrimp to it. All kinds of things to make a stew. Right now though, I'm not going to put shrimp in it. I'm just going to have the, let me get that out of there. This little piece off the chicken I don't care to have. There. Okay, now it's boiling. And we're going to cook it until it is done. Which means you cook it about an hour and it'll be done. Let me wash off my stove. Got a mess going on here. Now I'm going to add the other half of onion, since the other done smothered, and we want the oniony taste. You can add fresh garlic to it too, but I'm just adding right now, today, I'm just adding garlic powder, which is not as near as good as the fresh garlic, trust me. I have fresh garlic, but it's not making it right now like that. Been a while since I've been on here doing a tape of anything. I always mess my tapes up, so I end up trashing them. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the way I do it. If it don't look like it's coming out right, I trash the tape. So y'all missed out on a few good things because I did that. I messed up my tape and all. Okay. Okay, all this is cut up, same size. Just don't look at it when it falls apart. This is the same size. Had to wash off my chopping block. My big chopping block, right? It does it though. It does what I need. Okay. Yummy. It's looking yummy, I promise. And when it gets done, I'm going to take a couple pictures of it so y'all can see it. Right now, I want to show you this beautiful gravy it's making. Chicken gravy. And it's going to be a nice chicken gravy. See? Look. See it? Yeah. It's boiling down in there, believe it or not. I just added that chicken. That's all that white you see on top. That's chicken. I'm sorry, not chicken. That's onions. The other half of the onion. So I used a whole onion. I used a quarter of a cup of bell peppers. They were froze. I don't recommend the froze. I recommend the fresh. And I also recommend the fresh garlic. And it's all good, let me tell you. It's all good. Let's see how it's coming out. I'll wash off this spoon. Wash my hands too. Yep. It's gonna be good, y'all. Alright, this is coming from Grandma's kitchen. I'm gonna put my lid back on here. I gotta turn it down, because we don't want it to boil over. It still will boil over in the top because the lid's on it. Anytime you put a lid on something, it's going to boil over if you don't turn it down in time. So, when you think you've boiled something long enough, you turn it down on low or medium, whichever suits your food. Whatever you're cooking, it depends on what you're cooking. So we have our rice right here. We have our chicken stew right here. And I have company coming over, so he'll be the judge of it. Friend. He's just a kid. I like my friends. I love my friends. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Yes. So it's nice talking to y'all. Coming from Grandma's kitchen. Chicken stew with jasmine rice. Yummy. And it's the easy way, the way I made it. Easy, easy. Peasy, easy. Easy peasy. Did I get it right? Anyway, I know I act a little goofy, but I'm over it. Are you over it? Anyway, y'all have a great day. I love y'all. Bye. Coming from Grandma's kitchen.